Target audience is 13 and up. Hey guys, today we are talking about Kai's first Beyblade. This is Frostic Dranzer and was one of the first Beyblades ever released in 1999 alongside Saizo and Ultimate Dragoon. The pre-release for these three were at World Hobby Fair in Japan in 1999. These released alongside Jisudai Battle Beigoma Beyblade for the Game Boy Color and predates the manga and anime and has a completely different storyline than the manga ultimately ended up going. The game features evolutions for the different bit beasts, and the pre-evolution for Frostic Dranzer is actually a bit called Hell Freezer. During the progression of the game, Kai is the antagonist. He's a bit of a mysterious character throughout the storyline and uses a variety of different bit beasts. He has a tendency to destroy them whenever they lose, and Frostic ends up being one of the final ones he uses consistently. Unlike the regular Dranzer bit, Frostic Dranzer is not a phoenix and was originally an ice dragon. The original naming for a lot of the early bit beasts were supposedly World War II military craft, and Dranzer was supposedly based off of the Panzer. As far as I'm aware, there's no information as to why Frostic Dranzer was changed to Dranzer. Personally, I think Frostic fits Kai pretty well, considering that he was originally on the Russian team, and the sort of ice element sort of coincides with that. Frostic Dranzer does make an appearance in the manga early on, alongside Ultimate Dragoon during Kai and Tyson's first battle. Interestingly enough, when Kai summons his bit beast, it is the modern version of Dranzer and not Frostic Dranzer, despite the actual Beyblade being Frostic Dranzer. During the battle, they both take damage, and Ultimate Dragoon ends up shattering, and Kai's Frostic Dranzer ends up with a crack, and this is at the point where both of them end up upgrading to the next evolutions. This is the last time we see them both in the manga or the anime, which is unfortunate because Frostic Dranzer, personally, I think is a super cool concept. I really like the bit beast. It would have been cool if they'd made an evolution for it, but unfortunately they ended up going with the modernized version of Dranzer, for better or for worse. There is a couple recolors of Frostic Dranzer. One of them is packaged as its own Beyblade, renamed as Bistool, but is essentially the same thing, and is infamously part of the World Championship winning combo back in 2004.
Decimate Steven taking all 3 points and winning the championship. The crowd goes wild and it all proves too much for Steven as he lets his emotions flow.
The Frostic Dranzer attack ring was also used in the winning combos for the first Japanese national championships as well. Nolan, the 2004 world champion, also ended up using a Frostic combo for his qualifier for the world championship. And despite the power scaling and the fact that it was one of 3 of the first Beyblades ever released, it has remained a good part throughout the years. As iconic as it is, unfortunately, it's not Kai's canon Beyblade in the anime, so we're not likely to see a remake of it in Beyblade X as much as I would love to, but I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of information. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.